Yeah, hopefully they're setting up like a Midnight Suns type thing.
Yes, super excited for that. I can't wait for all the pieces to kind of come together.
Yeah.
And then my last bit of news here. Hopefully, I'm not stealing this from you, Wes, but probably am. Lady Gaga is officially confirmed for the Joker 2. We got a little teaser today. Yeah, not too. I'm gonna be honest, and this might be a little controversial, but I'm not too excited for this one. For the Joker 2, I like the first one, but I believe this one's supposed to be a musical as well, or partially a musical. Yeah, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that? On this whole thing?
Yeah. Like the first one was good, and it was like a cultural phenomenon, and Joaquin won the Oscar and made a shit ton of money. But I think it should have just ended there. Like,
right?
I don't think it called for a sequel. It seems like they're trying to get more money out of that name. I don't know how many more Jokers we have to see on the big screen, but it is what it is, and hopefully they prove us wrong and it fucking rocks, and both him and Gaga win Oscars. I don't know.
Wes, what do you got?
I think I'm kind of on the fence like you guys, where it seems like a big swing. I am excited to see, Gaga back on the big screen in such a prominent role. I feel like she's kind of a weirdo, and in the sense that she could do a good job with who I'm going to say, I believe I've read before that she was looking to be Harley Quinn in this universe.
Right.
So yeah, I 100% believe she could pull off the role. It just depends on what the script is going to be like. I did read that it's supposed to take part mostly in Arkham Asylum, which is a cool concept, in my opinion. But yeah, I think I'm with you guys where it's like, I'm not too sure about it. I'm sure it's going to make money either way. I do know they released the slated date, which is October 24th, 2024, I believe. So it's going to take a while for it to get here. I'm glad they're taking their time with it. And yeah, I guess we can just hope for the best.
They're smart about bringing Gaga in because her fan base is insane. So on top of all the money it made before, like she's gonna bring in so much more fucking money.
Yeah, with just loyal fans, and you have to think about what she's done 2 movies recently. So House of Gucci, which is she's great in. I feel like the movie is grounded around her character, and she does a great job. I know that movie is kind of controversial, and then A Star Is Born, which if you know me, you know that I have a big soft spot for that film. But yeah,
and then her couple of appearances that she did in American Horror Story.
Yeah, and then she's in Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For, I believe. Is that
shit? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's just a cameo, but that was like something that she did years ago that nobody talks about.
Okay, but yeah, that's it for my news. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think we're all pretty much on the same page on that one.
I'll go. I just have a couple things. One of my things was in bold caps, HBO/Discovery Plus. What the fuck? I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. All this like HBO stuff is just kind of wild to me. It feels very like rushed and kind of like they're just trying to, save as much money as possible. Yeah, what do you guys think about them merging both apps and just being one app and no more HBO Max?
I believe James dropped this news a while ago, and it kind of just like nobody ever talked about it again. I love HBO Max. It's one of my favorite streaming services right now, so that kind of it kind of sucks that they're taking away so quickly, because I feel like they just launched it, or it feels like.
Yeah.
But I mean, Discovery Plus is cool. I guess, like, as long as they're still going to be doing like the same stuff, just, you know, together, it's fine. But you know, like, what is the end goal here? Are they just trying to charge people more money for the two, you know, like charge them for two apps instead of one, or like what's the ultimate goal in doing this?
Right. Yeah, I think they're officially combining their services. I think 2023, towards the summer of 2023. But yeah, I don't know. I know they said it'll be kind of. I really like the layout of HBO Max. I feel like it was probably one of the better layouts out of all the streaming services. I feel like it was very fluid and easy to navigate through that. I think it's one of the more successful streaming services that's out right now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss too, same as you, Ryan. I don't know. It does feel like everything's kind of just being thrown together as quickly as possible. And I heard they actually. I don't know if it's true. I didn't check HBO Max, but I know someone had said that they were removing a lot of HBO Max content from the streaming service already.
Yeah, I think they already removed I want to say 6 movies and TV shows, and then they already announced a couple. That they're canceling a couple things. But yeah, it's wild. I think they canceled that Scoob remake, which was done already too.
Yeah.
Or not,
so I don't know. Yeah, the sequel to Scoob is supposed to be like a holiday special.
Yeah.
Type of thing, but that would have been cool for kids.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the first one. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard to kind of judge what they're doing. We're not seeing what's going on behind the scenes. And I know they're having. I think this Friday they're going to be having a shareholders meeting to kind of discuss what's going on with the future plans. So probably by this weekend, we'll have a lot more news on what's getting canceled and what's being, picked up and stuff like that. So I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't fuck with a bunch of stuff that I like.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. So Keanu Reeves is set to make his TV debut in Hulu's Devil in the White City. It's an adaptation of a book which follows the events of a serial killer during the Chicago's World Fair in 1893. Your guys' thoughts on that?
Fuck yeah!
I have not heard of this, but I am very excited now that you've said that.
I haven't heard of the book or anything, or I haven't read it, but it seems like a dope premise.
So he's playing the killer during the World's Fair?
It didn't specifically say he was. I think he's just attached to it. He's going to be a star.
And it's his first major television role.
Yeah, which is crazy how long his career has been. To round out my news, to give some love to San Diego in unrelated pop culture news. All the baseball heads out there, the Padres traded for one of, if not the greatest young baseball player in the fucking world, Juan Soto. I watched the game. I pay for MLB, their streaming service, so I watched it because I had to see it, and it looked like an awesome setting. I know you guys are over there. The city must have been popping the last couple nights with the news of that.
Yeah, my Instagram feed was it was covered in that trade. So super stoked. Love the Padres. I've only been to one game this season, so that kind of bums me out. But hopefully, I could go to another one soon.
Kind of crazy that they have Tatis, and he's probably not even the best player on the team now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. That's insane. But yeah, dude, that's all I got for news.
And now it's time for the weekly recommendations.
And we'll toss it back to James.
All right. Right now, I believe I only have just one. It's I've been rewatching the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'm on the Two Towers right now, but I've been watching on HBO Max, the extended edition or the exclude. I don't know what it's called, but it's the ones that are on HBO Max. They're way longer than the original versions that I saw when they first came out. So I believe each one is like almost 4 hours long. But yeah, check those out. It's the trilogy of Lord of the Rings. Forgot how good those are. I really enjoyed them. Haven't watched them in a while, and just kind of been on a little Lord of the Rings binge as of late.
Getting ready for that new Prime show.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what sparked it. But I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to top that. What I'm watching, but yeah, I'm down to watch and see what's going on. And that's my one rec. Just that's it.
I got one and a half. We started a show actually on HBO Max. It's one of the things they decided to cancel called the Gordita Chronicles. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
No, I don't think I have.
Their reasoning for canceling it is they're trying to go away from like family-friendly shows and movies like that. But it's dope. It takes place in like the late 80s. It's about a little girl and her family moving from the Dominican to Florida because her dad gets a job, and it's kind of like a culture shock. They thought they were gonna like live the American dream, and everything's gonna be like, you know, what they see on MTV, and it just isn't like that.
Okay.
We're in a couple episodes, and it's cool. It's has that like coming of age charm. But yeah, check that out.
Doesn't that kind of like kill your like mood when you're like going through a show and then you find out it's been canceled and you're kind of like, what's the point of me even watching this now?
And we're not even done too. I think we're only on like the third episode. And all this news came out. That news broke like a week ago that it came out and they said they're canceling. And I was like, God damn it! I think they're trying to. The showrunners are going to try to pitch it to somebody else for someone else to pick it up. Hopefully they do. Yeah. Other than that, going with tonight's theme, watch AEW. Watch Triple H's new WWE Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, because since his regime started with him taking full control of everything, SummerSlam was fucking awesome and Raw was very good. The best it's been in a while. The storylines, the matches. Yeah, check those out.
Also, kind of tagging along with the wrestling theme tonight, I wanted to recommend something, and I believe it is on Hulu right now. It's the David Arquette documentary called You Cannot Kill David Arquette, which basically follows him along his wrestling journey to become a pro wrestler. And this was just released in 2020, I believe, over the height of the pandemic, and it's fucking phenomenal. And it goes hand in hand with Ready to Rumble, so it wouldn't be right not shouting that out. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch it. It's definitely uplifting stuff and really shows you how what type of guy David really is. And then I'm really surprised that Ryan didn't recommend this, but Paper Girls on Prime. So good. I'm on the third episode and having a lot of fun with it. Based on a super popular graphic novel, basically about these this like small group of young